You kind of want to be careful though with charging, because sometimes you can charge and run straight into a pack of mobs and just get one shot, because I do it all the fucking time. You kind of just want to like sometimes take your time. Like see like that, I could have got one shot. So sometimes you just gotta be careful, like that right there. Pre-throw. Here's the boss. Look at his health, he's already dead. Alright you guys, welcome back to another Path of Exile video. So this is definitely not a build I put together. So a friend of mine made this build. This is a EK Ignite Elementalist build. So for those of you who have heard about this build, which I've heard about it, I've been wanting to try it for a while actually, I just didn't really know how expensive it was. And I believe this build was, I think it was like 2.5 divines, possibly 1 divine at the cheapest. But he said this build was a little bit more expensive than it could be, because he wanted to make it a little bit more powerful for me personally. Just so I can do my maps and try to kill the bosses and everything, because I've never done that before. I've never really killed all the bosses. I've never completed my Atlas before, ever. Like right here, all of these red maps, this is as far as I've ever gotten in my Atlas. I've never gotten past 71 points. So this is pretty huge. So this build is a little bit more expensive than it could be, but you kind of want it to be like this. So like I said, about 2.5 divines, and you should be good to go. And then just basic potions, you know, not charge when full, Jesus, they proc when they're full, and then just a bleed resist. So, anyways, we're using the obliteration legendary weapon just for the explosions when you kill an enemy, which is really useful. Herald of Ash. I'm not gonna go through like what any of this shit means, because like I said, he put this build together for me, so I have no fucking clue in how this build works, besides that this build has physical damage that converts into cold. Plus you have fire damage, obviously, because Ignite. And then you also have chaos damage because of the ability Ethereal Knives. Because it does chaos, physical, and fire or something like that shit. I don't really know. Because see, it says right here, chaos, physical, fire. But the physical damage is converted to cold because of the gloves, which is converted back into fire because of some of the talents and some other shit. Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to go into it, because I don't even know what the build it really does. So Herald of Ash for more fire damage for the buff, and explodes. Herald of Purity for the little minions that do a fuck ton of damage actually, and they're really cool. Flame Dash, gloves with just sockets. I don't know what he was doing with these gloves, but yeah, we got negative resistance to fire for exposure. We have ignites you inflict spread to nearby enemies within a 14 meter radius, plus triggered word blade on hit. So that's pretty cool. Like an additional chain effect. We got the Elevor legendary helmet. Volatate the Dead consumes up to 1 additional corpse. I don't really know what the hell that means. Suppress spell damage, increased evasion, void elements, and then life when you suppress spell, which is basic stats. And then just a random corrupted chest piece, I assume he paid for, just for high health, high, you know, armor, evasion, just survivability. A lot of health regen, because this build does use health regen. And then we got the necklace, and this necklace is mandatory. And he also allocated charisma, because the charisma is mana reservation plus increased effect of non-curse auras, which is all of my fucking auras. And we do use a lot of mana reservation, as you can see. And then we got the rings, just basic stat rings pretty much. Just cold resist, fire resist, burn damage, which you need for this build. Cold damage converted to fire. This is what I was talking to you guys about. 30% of physical damage converted to cold. The ring converts that back to fire damage. And then you have ethereal, which does physical, fire, and cold. So the physical damage of this ability converts to cold, and then the cold converts back to fire. So you just have just mainly pure fire damage with additional chaos damage as extra damage is what I'm seeing with this build. And then ignite enemies killed by your hits are destroyed, which I'm assuming if you kill them, they explode or something. Because it's an explody build and it's really satisfying actually. Elemental damage, strength, dex, you know, just basics, good stats for equipping everything. And then the shield, just a basic resist, I can't even speak, just a basic resist shield, lightning, strength, you know, some life. But anyways, chest piece, cruelty support, cold to fire, like I said, because converted to cold back to fire, so you need that. And then we got burning damage from a burn damage, swift affliction, ethereal knives, unbound ailments, and determination for more armor, discipline, and I think that's, I don't remember all of these. Yeah, energy shield and recharge rate, and then hatred for physical damage is extra cold because, you know, the gloves. Yeah, and then legendary belt. We're only using this belt because it's got cold resist, but we're also using it because the rampage on kill for more damage and more attack speed, more run speed. And then as for the boots, you know, just life regen, resists, a lot of armor, life, resist, movement speed obviously, stun recovery. We have faster attacks, molten shell on hit, because I do have it, for protection, cast and damage taken, I mean not, Jesus. And then we have shield charge to get around the map. We also have flame dash for sticky situations, and like I said, for the potions, they're just, you know, yeah, they cast when they're full, so they're automatically casted. But yeah, he set the potions out for specific stats. Like right here, gain 1 charge when you get hit by an enemy, 40% evasion on hit, whatever, blah blah blah. Increase movement speed during flask, you know, increase armor, increase duration. So yeah, that's pretty much that. In terms of like the talents, it's pretty much the same as the elemental explosive arrow build. All of these were, because this was my explosive arrow character that was on my previous YouTube video. All of these were part of the build. The explosive arrow build went over to here, so all I had to do was just swap over to here. So it's pretty much similar to the explosive arrow elementalist. But so far, this is my tree, and we're 90. But as you can see, we have a lot of reservation nodes. Like, we have a shitload with Eldritch Battery, got Leech, I think, and then we got Energy Shield, some Dex, we got some damage over time nodes. Yeah, got some life nodes as well. And then we got the Jewel, which gives me Dexterity, I believe, per intellect node, which there's 3 of them. But I also think it buffs some of these big nodes. I think. I don't really know how this gym works. But yeah, it's a no cluster build. But we pretty much just got a lot of damage, a lot of burn damage over time, a lot of spell damage, spell suppress or whatever, lots of reservations for all of our buffs. And yeah, mana regeneration on this one. And then I think up here, yeah, recover life when you hit a non-enemy that is not ignited. That's huge, because if one pack can pretty much fully heal you. And if you're powerful enough, that one pack will die, most likely, because they just explode. But yeah, that's pretty much a build. Nothing crazy. So we'll just do like a basic. Yeah, let's do. We could probably just run. Let's see what we can run. Let's just run a 15, see if this works. I could probably run with this. I don't think this should hurt my build. We should be okay. If not, it's whatever. I'll switch maps. But yeah, this build's pretty simple to play, honestly. A little bit squishy, though. A little bit squishy. 8,000 defense. You could easily probably have over 10,000 if you leveled up determination more, but I haven't leveled it up a lot. My gem's aren't even 19. Defenses are, you know, but that's the power of the build. You kill shit before they kill you. But when you start the map, you do your haste, and then if you come across a boss that's pretty hard, then you use Malevolence for just single target damage. Come on. Yeah. You kind of want to be careful though with charging, because sometimes you can charge and run straight into a pack of mobs and just get one shot, because I do it all the fucking time. You kind of just want to like sometimes take your time. Like see like that, I could have got one shot. So sometimes you just gotta be careful. Like that right there. Pre-throw. Here's the boss. Look at his health, he's already dead. Holy shit. Chaos damage, man. Chaos damage. Pick it up. Huh. Oh god. Yeah, this build's super fun. It's just so satisfying. It explodes. It's almost like playing the Chaos build with Profane Bloom. It's pretty much what this build feels like. Everything just explodes. It's super satisfying. And this is a T15 map rolled as a rare, so I mean it's pretty much a decent build actually. God, I'm getting a lot of these maps. Hopefully I've done them too. Okay, well yeah, that's pretty much the build. It's pretty satisfying actually. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And like I said, this build specifically, I think is minimum 1 divine if you know how to build it. But I'm gonna say probably at least 2 to 2.5, maybe 3 divines on the safe side. So fairly cheap, but yeah. And as far as I know, it is a league starter. You need a little bit of currency to buy some of the stuff, because as you see this is level 77 to wear it. So some of the items do require a fairly high level. But this build, from what I've experienced and my friend has experienced, you can't play this build until 90 plus. Like it's almost impossible. Just like cast on crit and shit, this build is, yeah, it's not really full potential until 90 plus. But it is doable to play though before that. It's just different, obviously. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.